Hi, I'm Tom. Seth's here with me in the backyard and wanted to talk a little bit about experiencing God through nature and through being outdoors. I guess start off with a couple of scripture verses. The first one, Psalms 94, verse 4 and 5 is, "In his hands are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land." In Romans 1:20, Paul says, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse." There's been times that I have experienced God more real, more personally, more intently when I've been outdoors somewhere than in a church building. One experience I wanted to share was quite a long time ago. The first time I got to go to Colorado. Janelle and Garrett and I got invited from a pastor friend of ours. I was real early in my faith, but we got to go visit them in Colorado, and we got to go to the Rocky Mountains. And that was an experience that I'm going to remember how that felt for the rest of my life. An experience of awe. You know, you hear the word, "That's awesome," but it's used kind of offhanded. But when something really fills you with awe, it's a big deal. So there's been the big deal moments, but then there's also been just the, God speaks in a whisper sometimes, and you got to be real quiet. And so sometimes, to me, getting out is a chance to get quiet and just breathe a little easier, and sometimes it's a challenge to slow down if you don't make some times. And to me, something that ministers to me personally is just being on a back road somewhere. And when I get to spend some time on the back road, turn the radio off, just feel the calmness of my surroundings, and a lot of times there's prayers of thanks, gratitude to God that I get to be there at that time. And there's, I don't know, so many times that I feel just relaxed and at peace with God and with the world around me when I'm outside more than when I'm inside. So I guess that's just, people are wired differently, and that's part of what makes me me, maybe. I know I took a trip out west by myself and just packed up the bike and did the hammock camping thing, and I got to say, I did more praising God in my helmet than I've ever done, in a church. It's just more of a, I guess, to use a RiverLake phrase, more relevant, simple, and real to me. So I think it's cool when we can use the passions that God gives us to connect with Him and to be a part of God-related things. That's why I like to try to do small groups outside when I can. We've done some nice get-togethers out here in the backyard. We're doing the Chosen series now. We're watching the episodes on a screen from a projector in the backyard, and we've been joined by turkey and deer here, which is kind of neat. And it's just a comfortable atmosphere, and even the content that we're looking at and we're discussing is often filmed outside. I mean, Jesus wasn't in buildings a whole lot of the time. He was, out walking down the roads, out on the side of the water, walking on the water. He was out and about. I love being outside, and I love the the beauty that He's created. I love the sounds, the sights, the smells of it. I went through a time that I was really anxious, and there was a lot of drama, and I felt, I don't know, like I wasn't doing it right as a Christian because I wasn't handling my anxiety well at all. It was getting the better of me. And then I got this change in my job, and I got to do something different. And I got to spend all this time on the back roads and just decompress. And I've been very thankful for that opportunity. And I think that is a gift from God that He let me have that change. I hate to think where I might be without that change, to be honest. So what I would leave you with today would be look for opportunities for things that you like, that you find a passion for, and see where God might want to steer you through that and grow relationships, with others, with Him. I mean, that's kind of what it's all about, is loving God and loving each other. I mean, that's what we're here for. And I think He gives us passions for a purpose.